story. With games and friends and songs and jokes and imagination, let's make it a wonderful day.
Welcome to Camp VooVoo. We're going to have so much fun today. We're going to visit new places, check out sports, tell a few jokes, and all sorts of fun things. Now it's time to pick the color and letter of the day. Today's color is pink. Pink starts with P. If you see something pink, shout it out so we can all see it. I wonder where we're visiting today. We don't know where we're going. Let's find out. Today we're visiting the Roger Williams Zoo. Today at the zoo they have dinosaurs. That's a big brontosaurus as you first walk in. Let's go check out the zoo. Here we have zebras. And right next to them, wildebeests. There, let's take a closer look. This is a cheetah. He's relaxing because it's kind of a warm day. This is called the black-crowned crane. These are African elephants. You can tell by their big ears. Right there is the Red River hog. Oh, look at him. There's some giraffes. Well, these funny looking guys are alpacas. This is a miniature donkey. And that's a ram. And that is a barn owl. This is an American bison. And that beautiful guy is a bald eagle. These are called the Bactrian camels. They're from Asia. This is a gibbon. Whoa! You're right! Pink! Nice catch. They're being very lazy today. There's another one.
Hanging out, little fluffy.
There he is, a sea otter.
See the otter?
Now we're going to go visit the dinosaurs among us. Oh boy! Dinosaurs among us. Let's go check them out. Well, that looks like a T-Rex coming out of its egg, being born. Here I am inside a dinosaur egg. Oh no! I think those are velociraptors. These are pterodactyls. Look how big they are. Whoa! This is called a Spinosaurus because he's got that big spine. This is a Stegosaurus, the little one, and there's the big one. Whoa! This is called a Carnosaurus. He looks like a baby Tyrannosaurus Rex. And this big long guy is a Brontosaurus. Look how long he is. He's huge. It's Leistosaurus. Those are Dimetrodons. See, these dinosaurs are actually made out of rubber and they're animated. They have motors inside that make them move. But you can pet them, but you can't pet real dinosaurs. Parasaurolophus. Easy for you to say. And the baby one. These are iguanodons. Whoa, this is the Triceratops. Allosaurus.
I didn't know that.
Look at this nice guy. He's so nice. What? What's the problem? Ew, dinosaur snot. This is how big the Tyrannosaurus Rex is. Yikes. And this big guy is the Apatosaurus. He looks almost like a Brontosaurus, but he's a little bit smaller. And this is all you can see of real dinosaurs today, just their bones, because they no longer exist. If you're ever in Providence, Rhode Island, don't miss the Roger Williams Zoo. It's great fun for the whole family. We'll see you next time.
Baking with Chef Ella.
Hi, welcome to Baking with Chef Ella. Today, we're making cupcakes. What you're gonna need is some salt, buttermilk, sugar, all-purpose flour, baking powder, vanilla, 3 eggs, some butter, and your baking pan. First, you need 2½ cups of flour. And make sure you level it out so you have just the right amount. The next step is 2¼ teaspoons of baking powder. Now we need 3/4 teaspoons of salt. Once you have all your dry ingredients in the bowl, it's time to whisk it all together. I set aside my dry ingredients, and now it's time to cream the butter with my hand mixer. Creaming the butter means you're softening a little bit, so it's ready for when the sugar's getting added in. Once you've creamed your butter, you can add your sugar. You need 1 2/3 cups. Since the bag's a little small though, I'm going to be using a smaller cup, just so I can fit. And now that your sugar and butter is in the same bowl, you can mix that up again too. Now that your butter and sugar is creamed together, you need 1 tablespoon of vanilla. We're going to mix that in and then add the eggs in one at a time. Now that your wet ingredients are all mixed up, it's time to add the dry ingredients back in. And I also measured out a cup of buttermilk. So you're going to add in about 1/3 of your dry ingredients first. I'd say that looks about good. We've lined our cupcake tin with cupcake cups, and now it's time to fill them up. Our oven's preheated to 350 degrees Fahrenheit. And once your cupcake liners are all full with batter, you can put them in the oven. Make sure you ask an adult for help with this though, because it's very hot. While our cupcakes are in the oven for about 15 to 20 minutes, we're going to make homemade frosting. We're going to need powdered sugar, about a pinch of salt, some whole milk, clear vanilla extract, or regular if you want, unsalted butter, and some vegetable shortening. The first step for making our homemade frosting is creaming together our butter and vegetable shortening. The next ingredients are vanilla and salt. We need 2 teaspoons of vanilla and about a pinch or 2 of salt. Now we need 8 cups of powdered sugar, but you're going to need to add them slowly so it doesn't get too dry. The next ingredient is milk, which we're going to add in about a tablespoon at a time. We'll need about 4 to 6. Once the frosting is finished and your cupcakes are cooled from the oven, you can fill up a piping bag and we're ready to decorate. You can start from the middle. Go slowly all the way around the outside. And then back around to the top. And there you have it, Chef Ella's famous vanilla cupcakes. Thanks for watching. Don't forget, you can get this recipe and all of our other recipes on campvoovoo.com. Bye!
Safety Stop with Nurse April.
Hey, Shkabibbity Bonk, what's going on?
Oh, hi, Nurse April.
What's the matter? You sound sad.
Well, I've been thinking, I don't know what I want to be when I grow up. Sometimes I think maybe I should be a policeman, but I don't think I can do that. And then I think maybe a fireman. That's real helpful, but again, I don't think I can do that. The other one is an astronaut. I think that would be really exciting, but I don't think I can do any of these things.
Oh, Shkabibbity Bonk, you can do anything. You can be anything you want to be. You can do anything you want to do. As a matter of fact, I have a friend who sang the most wonderful song about just what we're talking about. Do you want to watch it?
Absolutely, yes.
All right, great. All right, let's see here. Okay, are you ready if I press play?
I'm ready.
All right, here we go.
That was wonderful. I feel so much better.
I'm so glad. And don't ever feel like there's nothing you can't do, Shkabibbidi Bonk. If you put your mind to it, you can do absolutely anything.
Thank you so much, Nurse April, and thanks for showing me that video. That was great.
Anytime. I'm glad you enjoyed it.
Okay, bye-bye.
Bye.
Story time with Miss Lucy.
Hi guys, welcome to Storytime with Miss Lucy. Let's see what story we're gonna read today. Ooh, this looks like a really good one. The Tale of Benjamin Bunny, written and illustrated by Beatrix Potter. One morning, a little rabbit sat on a bank. A gig was coming along the road. It was driven by Mr. McGregor, and beside him sat Mrs. McGregor in her best bonnet. As soon as they had passed, little Benjamin Bunny slid down into the road and set off, with a hop, skip and a jump, to call upon his relations, who lived in the wood at the back of Mr. McGregor's garden. That wood was full of rabbit holes, and in the neatest, sandiest hole of all lived Benjamin's aunt and his cousins, Flopsy, Mopsy, Cottontail and Peter. He came round the back of the fir tree and nearly tumbled upon the top of his cousin Peter. Peter was sitting by himself. He looked poorly and was dressed in a red cotton pocket handkerchief. "Peter," said little Benjamin in a whisper, "who's got your clothes?" Peter replied, "The scarecrow in Mr. McGregor's garden," and described how he had been chased about the garden and had dropped his shoes and coat. Little Benjamin sat down beside his cousin and assured him that Mr. McGregor had gone out in a gig, and Mrs. McGregor also, and certainly for the day because she was wearing her best bonnet. Peter said he thought he might feel better if he went for a walk. They went away hand in hand and got upon the flat top of the wall at the bottom of the wood. From here they looked down into Mr. McGregor's garden. Peter's coat and shoes were plainly to be seen upon the scarecrow, topped with an old tam-o'-shanter of Mr. McGregor's. Little Benjamin said, "It spoils people's clothes to squeeze under a gate. The proper way to get in is to climb down a pear tree." Peter fell down head first, but it was of no consequence, as the bed below was newly raked and quite soft. They left a great many odd little footmarks all over the bed, especially little Benjamin, who was wearing clogs. Little Benjamin said that the first thing to be done was to get back Peter's clothes, in order that they might be able to use the pocket handkerchief. They took them off the scarecrow. Benjamin tried on the tam-o'-shanter, but it was too big for him. Then he suggested that they should fill the pocket handkerchief with onions, as a little present for his aunt. Peter did not seem to be enjoying himself. He kept hearing noises. Benjamin, on the contrary, was perfectly at home and ate a lettuce leaf. The lettuces certainly were very fine. Peter did not eat anything. He said he should like to go home. Presently, he dropped half the onions. Little Benjamin said that it was not possible to get back up the pear tree with a load of vegetables. He led the way boldly towards the other end of the garden. They went along a little walk on planks under a sunny red brick wall. They got amongst flower pots and frames and tubs. Peter heard noises worse than ever. His eyes were as big as lollipops. He was a step or two in front of his cousin when he suddenly stopped. "This is what those little rabbits saw round that corner." Little Benjamin took one look, and then in half a minute, less than no time, he hid himself and Peter and the onions underneath a large basket. The cat got up and stretched herself and came and sniffed at the basket. Perhaps she liked the smell of onions. Anyway, she sat down upon the top of the basket. She sat there for 5 hours. At length, there was a pitter-patter, pitter-patter, and some bits of mortar fell from the wall above. The cat looked up and saw old Mr. Benjamin Bunny prancing along the top of the wall of the upper terrace. He was smoking a pipe of rabbit tobacco and had a little switch in his hand. He was looking for his son. Old Mr. Bunny had no opinion whatever of cats.
he took a tremendous jump off the top of the wall onto the top of the cat and cuffed it off the basket and kicked it into the greenhouse, scratching off a handful of fur. The cat was much too surprised to scratch back. When old Mr. Bunny had driven the cat into the greenhouse, he locked the door. Then he came back to the basket and took out his son Benjamin by the ears. Then he took out his nephew Peter. Then he took out the handkerchief of onions and marched out of the garden. When Mr. McGregor returned about a half an hour later, he observed several things which perplexed him. It looked as though some person had been walking all over the garden in a pair of clogs. Only the footmarks were too ridiculously little. Also, he could not understand how the cat could have managed to shut herself up inside the greenhouse, locking the door upon the outside. When Peter got home, his mother forgave him, because she was so glad to see that he had found his shoes and coat. Cottontail and Peter folded up the pocket handkerchief, and old Mrs. Rabbit strung up the onions and hung them from the kitchen ceiling, with the bunches of herbs and the rabbit tobacco. The end.
Sports Break with Jake.
Hey guys, welcome to Sports Break with Jake. Today I'm going to be showing you the proper stance when it comes to hitting a baseball. Check it out. Hey guys, it's Jake, and today I'm going to be teaching you how to swing a baseball bat. I know this isn't your typical baseball bat. This is called a wiffle ball bat. But it's basically the same thing, because baseball and wiffle ball are just using the different type of ball. So, to hold a baseball bat, you want to put, so if you're a righty, you want to put your left hand on the bottom, right hand on top, just like this. And then whatever position's comfortable for you, you bend your knees like this, make sure your feet are across, and then rest the bat on your shoulder. And when the ball, like the baseball, is coming in, you want to make sure you step, look at the ball. This is the key tip. Look at the ball the whole time, look at it the whole time, and then boom, you swing. It's the same thing for a lefty. You put your right hand on the bottom, left hand on the top, whatever feels comfortable for you. Maybe it's like this, but for me, it's comfortable bending both knees. Make sure your feet are right across. Rest it a little bit. Take the step. Keep your eye on the ball the whole time. Boom. Just like that. That is how you swing and hold a baseball bat. Also, when you're swinging a baseball bat, you will have less power when you take your step if you put your foot front way, this way. So, when you want to swing a baseball bat, you want to step and make sure your foot is flat, just like the back foot, so you get as much power as possible when you're trying to hit a home run in baseball. Hey guys, thanks for joining Sports Break with Jake. See you next time.
Sports Break with Jake.
P. P is the letter of the day. P is the letter of the day.
It's for pink and pineapple and panda and pie and pig and all sorts of other things.
P is the letter. P is the letter. P is the letter of the day. P.
A few moments with Harper.
Hi, Harper.
Hi.
How are you today?
Good.
So what's new?
Today's my first day of school.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So end of summer, huh?
Mm-hmm.
So back to school. What grade are you in now?
I'm in 3rd grade.
Wow. And are you? Do you like your new teachers?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
And what's your favorite subject?
Recess.
That's everybody's favorite subject.
Probably.
But what other subjects, the real ones?
I really like math.
Yeah?
Math and writing.
Oh, that's fantastic. Do you find it a little harder than last year?
Much, yeah.
Yeah? Well, you know, as you get older and you get into a new grade, sometimes the work gets a little harder, a little more difficult than the year before.
Uh-huh, because we learn like division and multiplication and stuff in 3rd grade, so it gets harder because you're so used to just plus and minus usually in 2nd grade.
Well, you know, here's the good thing. Next year when you go back to school, all of the stuff you're learning now is going to seem like the easy stuff. So that's not a bad thing, huh? So you get something to look forward to. That's great.
And
So,
a ton of my friends are in my class.
oh, that
Even
makes
my
it,
best friend.
that makes it real fun.
Yeah.
Oh, that's fantastic. Well, I hope you have a great school year.
Thank you.
And you know what?
What?
You know what?
What?
I love you.
I love you too.
It's joke time.
Knock, knock.
Who's there?
No bell.
No bell? Who?
No bell. That's why I knocked.
Knock, knock.
Who's there?
Anita.
Anita who?
I need to borrow a pencil.
Knock, knock.
Who's there?
Doesn't.
Doesn't who?
Doesn't anyone want to let me in?
Knock, knock.
Who's there?
Banana.
Banana who?
Knock, knock.
Who's there?
Banana.
Banana who?
Knock, knock.
Who's there?
Orange.
Orange who?
Orange, you glad I didn't say banana?
Knock, knock.
Who's there?
Arch.
Arch who?
God bless you.
Planting with Pam.
Welcome to another episode of Planting with Pam. Today, our special guest is John Campanini. John is the technical director for the Rhode Island Tree Council. He's here today to tell us about trees. Welcome, John.
Thank you, Pam. It's a pleasure to be here with you at Camp VooVoo. Let's learn one of the most beautiful things about trees. They actually create oxygen through the process of photosynthesis. We need oxygen to breathe, but also our planet needs it to clean the air in the atmosphere. Let's learn more about trees and their benefits.
Hi, my name is John Campanini. I am the technical advisor for the Rhode Island Tree Council with an instructional message on tree mulching. Mulching is one of the most beneficial things a homeowner can do for the health of the tree. Mulch keeps soil warm in winter and cooler in summer. It can improve soil fertility, control weeds, and minimize watering. Mulching around trees also reduces the likelihood of damage from lawn mowers and grass trimmers. Unfortunately, these benefits will only materialize if the mulching is done correctly. The Rhode Island Tree Council recommends using the donut method. Let me show you how. First, eliminate any grass or weeds growing over the tree's roots. Next, apply a 2 to 4 inch layer of shredded wood or bark mulch over the soil surface. Last but not least, and this is the most important part, make a 2 to 3 inch mulch-free ring around the base of the trunk. Never pile mulch against the trunk, creating a mulch mound or volcano. That's bad technique and will harm the tree. Either remove the extra mulch or use it to make the mulch depth uniform. When completed, the mulch circle should have an open inner ring surrounded by a larger woody ring. The result should resemble the image of a donut, hence the name donut mulching method. Now, that's how to properly mulch a tree. For more information on tree mulching, planting, and care, go to www.ritree.org.
Thanks for joining us today, and thanks to John Campanini for stopping by. See you next time.
Thanks for joining us. Hope you had a good time. We sure did. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe below so you never miss an episode. And check out campvoovoo.com. That's it for now. Bye.
Let's make it a wonderful day today. Let's make it fun for you and me. With games and friends and songs and jokes and imagination.